And welcome back to WGTV. Yes, that's right, and this is episode 37. Wow, 37. I swear we're going to get to 50 by the end of this year. I swear
we're going to do
now.
it. We're doing it.
We're doing it. We're going to do it. And
Watch this space.
We're going to do it tonight. Yeah? No? No. Anyway, episode 37. Fantastic. So, and as always, I would like to say a huge, huge thank you to all those who sponsor us and like, subscribe, do all the comments. Thank you so, so much. And especially a huge shout out, as always, to our master, Mr. Sean Ricketts. And also, of course, let's not forgetting our hardened warriors. And of course, last but not least, a little shout out to our local militia as well. They're all part of our patrons, and if you want to become part of our patrons, please have a look, sign up, and it's your only way to get the exclusive swag.
It is. Down in the description below. Have a look.
That's it. Look, don't look once, don't look twice, look 3 times. Enjoy it, like it, read about it. All right. Also, we'd like to say thank you very much to Pro Painted Studios, who are giving us a discount on all the lovely little widgets and bits and pieces that you can get. And once you've started playing with them, you can't forget how to use them. You really need it. And there's the little discount code on there for you for a 10% off. And also a big thank you to Firestorm Games, which are our affiliated sponsor. So
keeping me on my models so I can paint more.
What he said. Yeah, exactly that. So you buy them, we buy them. They keep going, we keep going, everyone keeps going, everyone's happy. But without any further ado, on with the show. And why I've got these 2 beautiful people with me, I have Craig tonight versus Ben.
Hello.
Hello. Say hello.
Hello.
There we go.
Hello there.
There we go. And tonight, Craig, you will be using...
I am the slave to darkness itself. with the big slave to darkness, no, not quite big, Belakor. And his mounted legions. And I will be careening into... trees.
That's right. Ben's brought the trees again.
Yeah, I got the Sylvaneth again. Hopefully for a better run. There was a close run against the Gargants.
It was a very close run against the Gargants. Thanks for watching. If you missed it, be sure to look back on episode 36. Very good video. And then, of course, we'll be playing then. Well, now we know our contenders, and we're playing in Twists and Turns. That's Twists and Turns. So let's have a quick look on the screen now at that scenario. Okay, so this one is a rather tricky one if you've not played it before. We've got the 5 objectives going down the diagonal of the board. We've got the 1, 2, 3 in the middle and the 2 in the furthest most corners opposite from each other. Now, the interesting things about this, you've got the L-shaped deployments, as you can see, but the game starts with the objectives active. Okay, now, if you're in control of the objective, then you roll a dice. And if you roll a 4 or higher, the objective stays active. If you roll a 3 or less, the objective is inactive and not in that battle round then for that turn. Okay, and you can only fight over scores 1, scores 2, scores more as normal for the objectives, but only the active ones. Now, if you have a Galician champion in on that objective, you do get +1 to the roll, so it will stay active on a 3+. So you have to be a little bit careful. Do you jump onto the objective and then roll the risk of it switching off? Do you stay on them, hold everyone out? I don't know. We'll just have to see how this one plays. It's a rather unique one for this edition. Some love it, some hate it, and we'll see at the end of the show what we're going to think. So we'll bring you back. So now we know what we're playing. Let's go look at deployment, and then we'll find out off deployment who's going to go first.
Right then. So, for this we have the Slaves to Darkness. We are Knights of the Empty Throne. We have here the unit of Free Vanguard under the mark of Khorne with Fellblades. Unit of 6 with Fellblades, mark of Nurgle. The mighty Belakor, the puppet master himself. Unit of 10 Knights, mark of Nurgle, with rather intriguing banner of disease and corruption. And the last unit of 3 Khornate Vanguard. Fellspears again. That is all.
You shall not corrupt my wood. So, Sylvaneth deployment. Nice line of dryads. Covering a nice little battle mage who's tucked in right in there. Just what we want. Either side of them, we've got tree lords. Just basic tree lords. This side the big D, Durthu, with a Greenwood Gladius, going for the D3 extra attacks. Tree Ward Ancient with the Regrowth spell to heal the big D. Warsong Rev, who's going to be able to cast through trees, unleash swarm of spites, all that juicy stuff. Vesperal Gem, auto cast, delicious. Dryker, being Dryker, love the shooting. She's got the Dweller's Below spell as well for some more mortal wounds potentially. And then off to the side here, we've got extra chargey with the Spike Swarm Hive. So, yeah, that's Sylvaneth.
I think I'm going to have to make it a barbecue with that. Right then, so seeing as I have the Battle Regiment, I am a singular drop. All down in one. And you are?
I am 4 drops, because I went for an extra command.
So, the choice is mine, and I shall ride forth to despoil these lands with utmost haste and go first. So, end of turn 1 for the Slaves to Darkness. We started with trying to gain a command point. Belakor went no. Didn't like the idea. He did cast, however, Arcane Bolt on himself. We are a little away from the enemy yet, but preparing for the assault. And Mystic Shield on our lovely unit of 10 knights. Then we took to movement. To tie in with our battle tactic of despoil their lands, over here, Vanguard, had to use a command point to auto-run 6 to get within about half an inch, but it was enough. The following horses, all types, ran up, would take the objectives. So, yeah, not a lot to do other than that. We're a little bit too far away to charge. So, at the end of that, I held 4 objectives, which is 1, 2 more, and my battle tactic. And then, viewers, we had to turn stuff off. So, I rolled dice for all 4 of my objectives that I owned. The objective down here, and the objective in the corner, I did not roll a 4 up for. And they now are inactive. The other 2, I got a 5 on.
3.
We don't roll for this one.
It's already active.
Yeah, so it's 3 active, 2 inactive. Now Ben gets a chance to play around with these when he eventually gets onto them, but I hope to prevent that.
Possibly.
So, over to you.
So, Sylvaneth turn 1. All started with Belakor
Master
doing his Puppet Master on Durthu. Pretty big. So, went for a command point, didn't get it.
I can't do it either, apparently.
No, battle tactic, we went for Desecrate over in the very far corner there. That was that done. Got some spells off, got my Endless spell off. Got...
You rolled a double 6 for getting off the +2 to charge on Durthu. It was I couldn't even stop that.
It wasn't on Durthu, it
Oh.
was on the trio.
It was on tree. They all look the same.
Got Verdant Blessing off to get another tree out over there. Endless spell went off. Had a miscast with the Ancient, so he took 2 mortal wounds. So that scared me from casting anymore. So I stopped there. And then Puppet Master on Durthu. Can't move. Right. That's that plan gone. So, nothing else moved. Because Craig, I don't know if he planned on it, but he very cleverly blocked me from teleporting onto any objective.
Look, you've got this one down here.
Yeah, I can't reach that one.
Oh well.
So, I didn't want to push and overexpose myself, basically. So, I just took the 2 points. Might have sacrificed a tree ward, we'll see. They are reasonably durable. But yeah, I only get 2 points in turn 1. But that Puppet Master was big. So,
And if you win this again, it's going to keep going.
Sylvaneth on the red dice. Ooh, it's a 6 for the Sylvaneth.
Get the choice.
I'm going to give it to you, Craig.
Because you want those puppet strings to end.
Yes.
Let's go butcher something. So, I didn't win the roll-off, but Ben gave it me. Fortunately, I lose Master of Puppets and turning off all the big stuff I don't like happening, but none to say, we shall move forward. We chose our battle tactic. March to Ruin. That was to have my specialist banner in enemy territory and in combat, or the unit in combat it's in. We achieved this by doing yeeting the knights across the field, auto run, charge with a reroll because they didn't roll very high. Double ones again. As for other movement shenanigans in the turn, pop down here. We kind of swung all the way back. Take on the Tree Lord. As you notice, there is no Tree Lord. He was dealt a swift justice. We have put him on the fire. He is burning as we speak. Objectives. Yeah. I've turned off 3 objectives in my turn. Both corners and our free one up here. I've kept both of these alive, but they're a little bit more heavily defended. Again, Belakor, command points. Likes trying to dish them out, not getting very far. Overall, though, still hold 1, still hold 2, still hold more. Achieve the battle tactic, square 10. Ben's got an uphill battle, but I am on his doorstep.
It is. Been interesting turn 2.
But those Nurgle Knights are not going anywhere.
So, Sylvaneth turn 2. Battle tactic was Spirit Paths. So basically teleport through a tree, make a charge move. Nice and easy when you've got potential +5. Heroic action, I went for Finest Hour on Dryker. Simply because she was in a bit of a pickle and I don't want to lose her just yet.
Belakor learned how to do a command point that he won't be using.
Yeah. So, spell-wise, we cast Bring Up Another Tree here for objective reasons. We got Tree Song off to get extra rend around this area because we needed it. Got a big heal on Dryker with regrowth from the Tree Lord Ancient. She healed 5 wounds. Got the extra charge on Durthu for the +2 from the Battle Mage. But then crucially, the Endless Spell on a 2-up, which I rolled a 1 for, missed out on his +3 to charge. So crucial the battle tactic there. And then movement, teleported Durthu over to here with Dryker and the Tree Lord Ancient to get some ground spread out. And the Tree Lord that was here went onto this objective so I could score some points. Durthu got his charge off, hit the Varangard, killed 2 Varangard, strike and fade, back to here, because fingers crossed, we get the double and we can get +5 on the charge this time.
You had the chance at the double last turn.
Yeah, so I didn't want it. Dryker did a lot of shooting. I think she killed 1 or 2 knights here. Ancient shot as well. Shooting over there. Left 1 on 1 wound over there. But other than that, just...
Is that on or off?
Oh yeah, that one stayed on. I rolled for that one, stayed on. But because this one's inactive, I don't roll for this one because I don't control it. So, crucially, scored 1. Got my battle tactic for 3. So, trailing 10-5 going into turn 3. It's going to be a big dice roll. Sylvaneth with a red dice again. So 1, 4 for the slaves.
I will bring ruin to the trees again. Well, welcome back. We charged a lot. We fought a lot. It was a fun turn. So, first thing we did, battle tactic, run them down. 3 units, get charging, and successfully complete it. So, from over here, we moved up here, and then made a charge. Belakor did some arcane voltage, still holding it, not doing much else of anything actually. He tried for a command point again and failed. The unit over here advanced on the Tree Lord, and then the unit in the middle advanced into the centre here. And the charge phase. 3 charges for free, everyone's in, cue carnage. Turns out that Dryker's still a bit nasty in the shooting phase, but unleash hell, dropped another knight. Over here, we got our attacks in, took a few wounds off Dryker. She then hit back. I'd nominated the knights to go for their once per game fight again, as I did with all my Vanguard units. Again, she took another knight off. We hit back, caused plenty of damage. Over here, the charge in, took out the Dryads and the Battle Mage. Our second fight through was going into the Warsong Revenant. Done a healthy amount of wounds to that. Our knights here just taking out the action for a little bit. Let him rest and recover. Over here, we charge him with the into the Tree Lord. Although we've dispatched it, there is 1 Vanguard on 1 wound left. The earth was stomped and shaken, so I had to fight last. And it took both turns of combat from myself using my once per game ability to do anything. But for now, points-wise, we're up to 1-2 more and the battle tactic. And the activation was almost. So, we turned off our objective down here that was on. But the 2 remaining I held are still on. It's anyone's game, I think.
So, Sylvaneth turn 3. Quite an interesting round. Went for Cunning Manoeuvre for the battle tactic. And Heroic Action was just an extra command point on Durthu because I was running out. Start the hero phase. We got Tree Song off on my home trees here. Extra End Bubble. And we got Unleash Swarm of Spites off here, just to pop off that little Varangard there. Bye bye. We got another regrowth off on Dryka, healing her another 5 wounds.
I've already killed her once, technically.
And then Dryka did the classic spell, Dwellers Below, onto this unit. And did she kill one of them?
Yes, one killed.
So she managed to kill one of them, which is always handy. Movement. Movement. Tunnel mastered to here because we went Cunning Manoeuvre on this objective. That was good. Other than that, I don't think anyone else moved. I kept Durthu right here because I was going to charge him into here because we got +3 with the Endless Spell onto Durthu. Shooting. Tree Lord Ancient shot the 1 Varangard that was here, left him on 1 wound, which meant Dryker had to put all 20 shots into that one guy, and boy did she kill him. Durthu shot into the Knights, didn't do much and did 1 wound. Got the charge off here, and Craig somehow managed to save everything because
Nurgle and dice rolls.
Yeah, Varangard Nurgle are extremely tanky, very tanky.
The gods are pleased.
Didn't do a single wound with Durthu there, so he struck and fade back to here, which gave me 1-2 more objectives and my battle tactics. So I got a good 5 points, and then crucially, this middle one here is now inactive because I actually got to roll something because I actually controlled an objective. So yeah, that's inactive, but these 2 are still on. So we've currently got 3 off, 2 on, bringing it to 15, 10 in 3, going into 4. Sylvaneth with a red dice again. 6. Oh, Sylvaneth.
No Puppet Master to help this time.
Time for the double turn, let's go. So, Sylvaneth turn 4. Quite a good one. Went for gaining momentum. So I got to pick a target, control more objectives, got to kill the target. So I picked Belakor because it was in my flank, wasn't liking it, but we did achieve it. Magic. Crucially, Belakor stopped me bringing up a tree, which was big because it meant that this guy couldn't really cast anything. So we went for a Mystic Shield, we got that. Failed Arcane Bolt and Dwellers Below, but got regrowth off on Dryker again. So Dryker's back up to full health again.
A lot of double 6s in that magic phase.
I think Craig's actually killed Dryker twice this game, potentially.
Woo!
So yeah, that was that. Movement, I just moved 9 inches away from Belakor, not giving him that redeploy at all, and then just shot. Dryker popped off, doing like 5-6 mortal wounds.
4+ save isn't anything against a mortal wound, so.
No, yeah. And then the weight of dice managed to carry it through. He missed. I rolled double 1 with his 2s to hit. So he didn't shoot anything, and then Durthu managed to shoot Belakor off.
Durthu and Dryker, dream team, right there.
I did go 11.5 inches. I did try the charge with a reroll, and the dice said no, so Durthu stayed there. And then deactivating. This one is no go, inactive. That one's off. That one stayed on. but it gave me 5 points. 5 points. It's 15-15.
I have to work for this.
Going into slaves turn 4.
The gods. I'll have a word with them later. So, losing Belakor, that was big. So we had to do what we could. Yeah, it's going a bit funky now. Battle tactic. Chaos specific one. Basically, I pick an objective that has an enemy unit within 12. I gain the point if that enemy unit is not there. And this is by redeploy, by killing, by teleportation. However, it does not matter. I don't even have to hold the objective. Just get rid of the enemy model. So, we picked the Tree Lord. Now, dear viewers, I don't know if you're completely aware of this or can see this, but it's still there. It's still within 12 of this little dot here. I failed the battle tactic. But, moving on. So, with only 2 units left, we basically ran down here and ran down here with the Knights and Vanguard respectively. The Tree Lord did not redeploy. So we charged. Both decently well charged. In. Tree Lord gathered its defences and hunkered down.
'Twas his finest hour.
It was. And boy God was it a fine hour. But for that, we didn't shift him, didn't gain the point. 1 knight fell over in return. We had an objective. It stayed on. Everything else is off or not owned by myself. I gain a measly point for my not very hard work at all. Coming into the turn 5 priority for this.
Sylvaneth with a red dice. Slaves with a black dice. It's a 6-6.
Oh, and I took that last, so you get the
Sylvaneth
choice.
went first. Oh, what do I do? Ooh, I think I'll take it. So, Sylvaneth turn 5. Quite a finicky one. Heroic action, I went with Finest Hour on Durthu because I needed to clear some horses. Battle tactic went for Unleash Wrath, which is kill a unit with a wizard. It was a long shot, bit of a throw. Oh no, I didn't get it. Got a tree here to let my war song do Unleash Swarm of Spites. Did nowhere near enough mortal wounds to try and shift the last of the Chaos Knights away. So sent Durthu in, he cleared out the rest. Tree Lord Ancient got rid of the Varangard. Dryker shot and helped everything. Durthu struck and fade to get me over here on this objective, which meant I was scoring 1, scoring 2 and holding more. So 3 points, no battle tactics, so just a 3. And then this objective went inactive. But I did manage to kill everything that Craig had on the table.
Yeah, so start my turn 5. Hello turn. I hold 1 measly objective, so we're just going to... There we go. That's... The gods have doled out what they thought was suitable. That is all I can say on the matter.
Conclusion. Wow, that was pretty brutal, boys. Watching that from the beginning, twists and turns. My God, there were. At the beginning, it was kind of like all you, and it was kind of like, well. Thanks for coming, Ben. Thanks very much. That would have been awesome and good night. And then all of a sudden, apparently, fun.
I got to turn 3 and then just went, nah, I'm not doing this anymore.
You just ran out of people.
Horses.
That's why you never give up in a game.
Never.
Always play to turn 5.
Yeah, that's it. Always fight through. Because I mean, at one point, what was it? Turn 2. You were down 10 to 2.
Yeah, 10 to 2. 10 to
2. And now look at it.
Yeah, with grand strategies added, it's 21-17.
So your grand strategy was
take what's theirs, which
mine was irrelevant.
Yeah.
What was yours? Just in case you'd been here to do it.
A little bit of take what theirs as well, but irrelevant. I don't have anything to take.
You went across, you tried to take, you went home, and that was it. Yeah. So that was the end of that. So let's start from losers up. So did you have a man of the match or a knight of the match? Or
They all perform fairly equally, actually. Belakor is a little bit of a nuisance with his shadow puppery, but
Yeah.
For you, I'd say your unit of 10 knights.
the unit of 10 knights did a lot of holding.
Absolute tarping.
You struggled with them.
They
lasted
don't kick out a lot,
they lasted longer than virtually everything else.
Yeah.
It took my Treeward Ancient, Dryker shooting, and Dirthu coming in with his big Gladius hit just to clear 5.
Which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because normally anything by that stage has gone.
You're -1 to hit, and you're
rend is by
forgetting about a
one.
rend as well.
Yeah, because with the icon banner on, so
Devastating.
that's devastating. Whereas for the old tree folk, what's the wood of the match?
I'd have to say, by all means, even if you disagree, Dryker.
Yeah.
She was a machine.
Yeah.
Gun.
Yeah, I think Craig,
Machine gun, machine generally.
Craig wound total killed her about twice. Because she only has 10 wounds. I think you got her to 8 wounds. I healed her to full. You got her to 9 wounds. I healed her back to full.
And then started chipping a bit more, and then you healed even more.
Just soul destroying.
Yeah, but then the 20 shots with a colony of footies and just mortal wound on 6s
for days. Even with your defense against mortal wounds on those things is just there's
weight of
so
dice.
much. Yeah, that's it. And what about the scenario itself? Obviously, it looked complicated at first. It seemed complicated playing it.
You ask every single round what we're doing, and we still don't know, to be honest. But the act of turning them on and off is chaotic.
It's inactive at the beginning of the turn to roll for, and it's active that you have to roll for.
But you have to own it either way.
Yeah, and then
very finicky.
Yeah,
I'd be happy to see it go.
Yeah, or just like you recommend,
a bit tame.
At the beginning of the turn, just find out what's on, what's off, and then just play for that battle round. Would be the horrible scenario of going on when they're all active, claiming them all, switching them all off, so that then your turn you've got no objectives to go for is a nightmare kind of scenario. It kind of takes you out of the game before you've even. With no skills, so it becomes very dicey, but made for a heck of a watch though, to go from sort of like down and out to then coming all the way back. It was just amazing to watch it all the way through.
That's what stopped me scoring points at the start, to be fair.
The fact that all off.
I couldn't get anywhere because Craig was blocking all my trees and stuff.
Yeah.
And the fact that ones I could get to.
Belakor had done his shadow puppetry, so it stopped your Durfu jumping in and out.
I couldn't score points on the other ones.
And then, I had 5 for 5 at one point, and now look, I've got 1. Still in the corner. I'll hold it till I'm dead.
Well, you are. Still yours. That's it. So, on that bombshell, that's a wrap. So, we definitely enjoyed it. We hope you did. And we'll hopefully see you again next time. All right, until then, bye.